We have just discussed the complete landscape. User login through Fiori, open the browser. So in browser, he can access classical, transactional, analytical, fact sheet, search, object search applications. Those applications uh, like shows as per the catalog group authorization of the user. They contain the tiles, Fiori applications, and then the presentation logic is present in the front end server. Data is coming from the back end server. So in this process, we have to activate several services in ICF, registration of OData services, roles are generated, aliases are created, and if front-end server, back-end server on different machines, so we must be having the trusted RFC connection. So now we will start our today's topic. Yesterday we completed till exercise number 41. So first slide here it is, customize the launchpad URL. So how you can customize the launchpad URL? We can customize the launchpad URL like what things you want to see in the URL. So we are having different uh, UIs, UI user interface. So here it is showing central UI. Central UI is where? Central UI is located here. If you want to go system, status, this is SAP UI. Central UI is SAP UI, user interface technology. SAP UI is this is the central UI component. Central UI component is this one. This component is central UI. SAP UI is central UI. Then we got product UI. So what is the meaning of product UI? This is our S4 HANA server. This is our S4 HANA server. So as well as Fiori front-end server also. So what is the product UI? Product UI, if we just short by so product UI is this one. This is our product UI. UI S4 HANA. UI S4 HANA 0P1. UI S4 HANA 0P1. This is the UI for S4 HANA on-premise edition. So what you are seeing here, it is product UI that is related to this one. If you are using other products like UI for master data management, for human capital management, and we require UI for basis applications also. So if you want to customize your launchpad, like what you want to see in that area, so we can customize launchpad either from, everything can be customized from SPRO, reference IMG. So we can go to SPRO, reference IMG. In the reference IMG, we can go to ABAP platform. In ABAP platform, we can go to UI technologies, and the UI technologies we can go to the Fiori, and in Fiori we can go to the Fiori launchpad setting. Here we can like customize the complete setting of the Fiori launchpad, content, technical catalog, business catalog. So you don't have to remember the T code. But suppose you directly want to jump into that area. So if you want to see the settings of your Fiori launchpad, we can go to SM30 T code. In SM30 we can go to UI2 FLP setup DV. We can display. So this table shows the launchpad setting. In this we can see what application finder, client setting, dark mode, theme, enable help, search option. So if I search here, if I go to notification, navigation, okay, if anything you can just open here, so you can see the complete information. UI settings, services, data type, open Dynapro application. So this, with these settings you can control the behavior of Fiori launchpad. External aliases are used like aliases are technical logical system name that is will be used like to, because suppose Fiori front end server is connected to several backend server, so which component, which application it is there, so we can we have to search that one. The same information if you want to see for Fiori launchpad, you can go to the table UI2 v underscore alias map, ui to v underscore alias table view alias. Spelling mistake. Yeah. Okay. So here source system alias Fiori and target system alias Fiori FLP. Uh, Client 000 and so here we can map the tables and all the uh, aliases you can also see in no need to remember any, you can just go to reference img if you want to see. From here we can also see SAP Fiori. We can go to launchpad settings. So initial setup, here we are having initial setup, customer system aliases, define system aliases, system alias mapping. So you can directly go to that or you can define system aliases. Here you can see the table or view that will be having the aliases for different applications. Now we will see how to prepare for the Fiori applications. So uh, to set up the infrastructure, we have run yesterday some task. Now we are going to run this task list, SAP Fiori Foundation S4. In this task list, it is going to create some transport request. It is going to activate the services, assigning the system aliases to S4 HANA system aliases, and it is going to like uh, uh, set up the Fiori notification and OData services. It is going to. So if in any task list you want to understand, you can just read the information during running of this task list, it is going to activate following services: SAP public BCUR icons. You can verify uh, if it is not activated, this will be activated uh, when we are going to run this task list. Then it is going to map the system aliases. Then it is going to replicate the backend catalog to the front end system. Okay, and it can create miscellaneous system aliases. So you can see the system aliases from IWFND routing. IWFND routing, you can see the uh, aliases. So before that, because we have not run this T code just now, so we will see IWFND routing. So this is the IWFND routing, IWFND routing T code. Here you can see less. Now I'm going to uh, perform the task list STC01. That is our next exercise. So in this we are going to run the this task list. With this task list, it is going to create these services, OData services, create the aliases, and then it is going to activate the services. And then it can generate the roles also. It can generate the roles for accessing these services and catalogs. Okay, so our next lesson is unit exercises SAP Fiori Foundation S4. We have to execute this task list. Yesterday we have just performed some other uh, task to perform the infrastructure for Fiori. Now we are going to run this one. In this we are having lot of task here. It is replicate backend catalog for system aliases. We can change all. We can add the transaction code to the tile, save the variant, and here we are having create configuration for system aliases for Fiori menu. You can save these settings. we can say overwrite existing destinations. Then activate the OData service foundation, publish the service, delete, generate the Fiori roles. So here it is going to generate the Fiori roles also. So I'm just checking in the exercise whether we have to change this Fiori role or not. Okay, we don't have to do anything. And then this is, so it is going to create this role, Z Fiori Foundation admin, Z Fiori Foundation user. Prefix with the Z, or suppose you want to use Y, you can use Y also. After like checking all these things, we can execute the complete task list. If you want, wherever there is a uh, input parameters are there, so you can change those parameters, otherwise they are going to take the default values of those parameters. And then we are going to execute this task list. This task list is going to like take 10 to 15 minutes time. So it is going to perform a lot of things. It is going to activate some SICF services, aliases. It is going to uh, create the roles, OData service activation, and all the things it is going. After all activation, we can see we will be having some system aliases here also, because right now we are not having any system alias. We are having only local, none uh, system aliases. So after activation of these services, it is going to like perform, uh, create the system aliases, like here create system alias local, Fiori menu, create system alias SFIN, S4SD. Okay, so this is exercise number 42. Prepare SAP Fiori apps using task list. So now you can also do this exercise number 42. So a lot of things are there. You have to check those things, and then you can start the. You can verify, and then you can start, and it is going to take some time.
Sorry, Sanjay, I'm trying to do this exercise. I
Mm-hmm.
need to share my screen.
Yeah, please,
I'm
please.
searching for execute command with no luck. Can you enable
Yes,
me to present
yes,
my screen?
yes. I am in it.
Here I wanted to STS01 and I put this task list.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose I should found execute here, huh?
Yes, yes. It should be execute here. You are using what web GUI?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I
I can.
sorry I was on muted. Yeah, yeah. I can hear you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Mm.
I tried to put this task list as exercise mentioned.
Generate task list. Generate task list option is there next to online help.
This one.
Yeah.
In the other version, it is execute, huh?
Yeah. It depends on the SAP GUI. You are using the GUI for HTML. So that's why it is like similar to this one. Uh,
So here also I'm looking for which one I should select.
no, no, not select. Everything is selected. So you just have to like execute, but you have to perform some changes as per the exercise. So you have to follow, and previous exercises must be configured also. Everything
Okay,
depends on the previous exercise. You don't have to do here. Wherever there is a
okay.
like button is there, like here under replicate to the backend system analysis catalog. No, no, not here. On the here, like you are having under parameters.
Under parameters.
Not here, not here. Let me show you my screen. Then I will let you know. I'm going to share my screen so you can see. Yeah,
Yeah,
under here this parameter. Are you able to see my screen?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I should change
yeah.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, here this parameter replicate backend catalog for system alias, create configuration. So wherever this is there, so you can change those values. Those values is some values you have to change as per the exercise they have mentioned. You have to change replicate backend catalog for system analysis, and then you can just execute this one. Execute button is here, but in your it is different because might be you are using different SAP GUI for HTML. Or
So if you change one of them, it will go. He will go for all the for all the activities.
yeah, so everything depends on like previous activity also. Like it's not like that in between you can just do. So you must make sure that previous exercise is completed. Have you completed all previous exercises also?
Mm.
So it will depend, otherwise some things will be getting failed. You don't have the proper infrastructure like kind of thing. So dependency is there. Dependency is there. Now we are activating this. At least you can run, no problem. This is a training environment. If it is not working, it's okay. It's a training environment. So there is an execute button, you can execute, so it is going to run all the tasks.
It will execute. Where is the execute button?
Okay, you can
Start
yeah,
now and
start the task list.
so I should be aware about all this sub activity under this
No,
one.
no, nobody can like aware about all these activities. So that's why there is a help option is given there. So
Mm.
you can read there. You just have to understand the task list. So even that for task list also nobody can uh, completely understand all the task list. So you just have to run the task list as per the guide there. So you can go to the uh, SAP Fiori reference library. There they are going to see run this task list to complete the infrastructure setup. Then you can run the, and then you can read what are the task it is done by. Under this task some parameter values are there, so you can change those values rather than accepting default values.
If I have some one marked with red, what does this mean? You have a problem?
Yes, marked means red means it's not executed, some problem is there. So
Yeah.
now you can see here the create system alias S4D. Green means everything is created, so this should be done.
still, are you see my screen?
No, no, no. I am not able to see. You can see my screen after. Can you see my screen? I I
Yeah,
think I think I have shared my screen. Okay, you want to share your screen? Okay, you can share your.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, please share yours.
yeah. I went here and I ran this in my landscape and
Yes.
I get one red color and
Foundation
some
rows. Foundation
and
rows. Yeah.
yeah,
Because
this
yeah, because might be you have not configured the previous task. Maybe it is depending on the previous task. Exercise 40, 41, 39.
yeah, so
Yeah,
the
maybe.
accumulated one.
Yes, yes, cumulative one. It's not like that you can or do it because something depends on those services also. Mm.
So if you miss the one in the middle, you will lose the
Yes,
rest.
yes, yes. Obviously, you have to go step by step procedure. Right, right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Thank you. Back to you.
yeah. So I'm now sharing my screen. So now you can see all the task is generated, and you can see here like for me also the system alias. These are the system aliases got created. Before beginning of this running of this task list, I have shown you the system aliases. There was no system alias. Only one system alias was there. Now again I go back here. Now you see many system aliases are there. These system aliases are created using that one. S4D, S4SD, S4 Finance, local, TGW. So you can see here uh, this task list. In the task list, we are having those options. Yeah. It is going to create system alias S4, SD, local TGW, Fiori menu, and it has created some role also. Generated Fiori foundation roles. So what roles it has generated, we can check also. Display parameters. So it has generated Z Fiori foundation admin. We can go and check Z foundation in PFCG. Z FLP admin foundation, it is not created. Okay. Composite role, we can see Z foundation. FLP admin. Yeah, it is saying that FLP admin created automatically with the task list. Maybe that roles are like bind. These roles are cannot be seen here. These are the parent, child, reference role also. It could be a reference role also that is used in another role. So we have completed Fiori Foundation task list execution program. Now we move to the next topic.
Much time, Joe.
It is going to take 15 minutes, minimum 15 minutes. It is still running for you, right?
Yes,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
still running.
yeah. Still running. It is going to take some time.
82%, yeah.
Yeah, 15 minutes. Okay, so now we move to one person not joined. One, two, three, four. Okay, our next unit is the Fiori app implementation. So till now we have done the Fiori infrastructure. Now we will see the Fiori apps. So Fiori apps, you can search in the Fiori reference library. We can search the Fiori SAP Fiori reference library is there. From there we can search the uh, Fiori app. Everything is there, like how to implement that Fiori uh, application. What are the software versions, back end server, front end server. Suppose you want to see bank, you want to implement bank application. Manage banks. So product feature, here we are having Fiori UI 5. It is for database exclusive. Desktop. You can select for which version you want to implement. Suppose you want to implement 2021 uh, S4 HANA 2021 FPS 2. So first it is going to show the outlook of this application, like how this would be looking like. Here you can see the look of this particular application in and you can see the complete documentation, and then you will be having the implementation information. In implementation information we will be having the complete information, how to install, configuration. In configuration it will going to show us like which UI5 services you have to activate. You have to activate this service, O data service. The following O data service must be activated on the front end server, and user require PFCG authorization for the front end and back end system. Then technical configuration, app launcher, target mapping. You have the semantic object. This will be the mapping of, and these are the business catalog roles will be generated. Business role, SAP BR, cash manager, cash specialist will be generated. So to implement any Fiori app, first we have to refer it to the reference library. In reference library, you can get the complete information how to implement a particular Fiori library. In installation, you can see what are the front end components. Front end components, you require the UI AFPI, this one, Fiori app, front end server, backend, you require the Fiori backend server HANA 2021, and the software component is S4 core. It should be S4 core, and here we are having UI AP. So all these things we are going to see in our next unit, SAP Fiori app implementation, activating Fiori app for business roles, configuring transactional applications, configuring fact sheet applications and Fiori search, and configuring the classical application. Classical application is similar to directly they can access, but they are seen into the Fiori tile also. Not tile, Fiori, like a Fiori launchpad. So classical application can directly connect to the backend server, and there we can have a, like it is similar to the web GUI for HTML. Web GUI for HTML, you don't have to activate the OData kind of thing. Web GUI for HTML, just activate the service and they can consume into the browser. So lesson 1 is about activating uh, Fiori services for. So in this, for business role, again we have to run the STC01. In STC01 we have to use Fiori content activation. So here it is going to like determine the OData service for roles, activate the ICF service, create users with generated uh, business roles. So this uh, will generate for working of the template including the authorization profile, and it can generate the test users also. You can generate the test users also, create users with generated roles. So you can select the business roles for content activation, employee, uh, sales manager, a account, account payable, account receivable, accounts. Then you can create the user id also. Test users can also be created, and you can assign the role to that one. Okay, again we have to do exercise number 43, like active. So now we have to just run this task list. This task list will activate all the things. So this task list is going to use for business roles. Business roles using the task list for Fiori, SAP Fiori for content activation.